What's up, everybody? Welcome to BioS3 Raw TV. I got this email from this guy, name omitted because it doesn't matter who he is, because there could be lots of people in this position right now or, watching this. So let's go. He said, Jerry, I'm a longtime fan. He sent an email a few months back, and he doubts that I'll ever read this. Well, I'm actually reading this, and I thought it was a good email to address, so yes, I'm reading it. He met a chick tonight, and he's not sure if he should go for it. She's so out of his league. She actually competes, etc., and he's just an amateur lifter at best. He says, I don't dedicate my life to it because I don't have time, but if I could, I would. She's pretty much the ideal girl I would love to have, but I don't know if I even stand a chance with someone who has dedicated her life to fitness. She showed interest. The thing is that he doesn't know if he has any shot because she explained to him that she dedicates her whole life to bodybuilding. She must be a pro figure, bodybuilder, whatever, that she does. She is pro. He said she is pro, okay. And then he's thinking to himself, my God, she knows like so many hot guys that there's no fucking way I could ever score with a chick like that. No way it could ever happen. I have an okay physique, but I need a lot of work. But with work, school, and stresses, it's it's hard to make stuff happen. Give me your opinion. Tell me what you think. I don't mind if you don't respond because I know you're busy. Well, listen, man, I'm reading this thing. I read all my own emails. Some of them I don't respond to because they've been answered a million fucking times, or it's just a strange question that, like, one guy was like, should I masturbate before? Like, what the fuck? Like, they say dumb shit. So, this thing I'm going to address right here. So, first of all, you're getting really down on yourself. You're like, why would she like me? Well, obviously, if she's showing interest, she likes you for whatever reason. Now, I know a lot of figure girls, bodybuilders, bikini, physique, it doesn't matter what, they compete in, that date guys that don't even lift. And they actually marry guys that don't even lift. They have nothing in common with them as far as what that is, because although this is like part of who, a big part of who she is now, it's not going to be like that forever. So let's say, you end up getting with this girl and you wind up staying with her. The things that you have in common that are not like this are going to be more important than this thing. This is her journey. This is her job. This is something that if you don't do it to that extent, as long as you support her in what she does and understand it and help her do what she does, and she reciprocates and helps you do, whatever it is you do as a job or whatever the case may be, it doesn't matter if you, do the same thing or not. I mean, you're talking about she knows all these hot guys. Like, what makes you think she doesn't think you're the hot guy at the gym? What makes you think that she looks at those other guys and is like, I don't want to go with that guy because he's too full of himself. Look at him fucking primping his hair in the mirror in between fucking sets. Or look at this fucking dude. He's got a great physique, but he's over taking fucking 20 selfies trying to get it right for Instagram in between sets. She might be turned off by that shit. She might be turned on by the fact that you take care of yourself, you work out, but you are real. You're not in there trying to portray an image that you're not. You're like, I don't really follow it that closely. I'm not that into it. You're not like, yeah, I'm totally into it. And there's guys that meet girls, and I've seen it. They're like, yo, man, this chick, I met her. She's totally into this, so I'm going to look up this shit on the internet so I can fucking talk to her about it. I'm like, but you don't know anything about it. Like, you don't know anything about it. You don't follow it. You don't do it. Why the fuck would you do that? Like, she's going to figure it out sooner or later that you don't like the same fucking things. At least as you're up front saying, I don't do it the same way, but I'm interested in it. I like fitness, etc., etc. It sounds like you got a busy schedule. Maybe she has a busy schedule, but, to get down on yourself and say, I could never get a girl like this, man, I have been there so many fucking times. You have no idea. And, it wasn't until like years later where I was like, would come in contact with these girls that I thought when I was younger I had no shot with. And we'd become not friends, but we'd see each other because we were, friendly or whatever for a while. And be like, yeah, I totally liked you. And I'm like, what? I'm like, what do you mean? Like, I'm like, what are you talking about? I was fucking big and fat and bloated. I thought you looked the little skinny fucking Abercrombie guys. No, but the way that you held yourself and you carried yourself and you talked to me and treated me like, I really liked you. And I'm like, I thought I had no clue. A lot of times if a girl doesn't tell me to my face, you're hot and I want to go on a date with you, I have no fucking clue she even likes me. But it doesn't mean that they don't want to go on a date with you. You know what I mean? So, maybe you don't know what I mean. But anyways, the bottom line is, if you like this girl and you're saying she's like the ideal girl, first of all, you know her from the gym. Like, you don't know that much about her yet and really know how she is. It takes a while to get to know somebody. But if what you see so far you like, why stand back and say, well, I'm not good enough for her? Well, maybe you're exactly good enough for her. Maybe you're exactly what she wants. Why not step up and be like, hey, do you want to have dinner or something? Well, maybe not dinner because she's probably following macros. But maybe you go to the movies. Maybe you're like, hey, you want to go to not Netflix and chill. Don't fucking Netflix chill and fuck. None of that shit yet. But just ask her to go to a movie. Like, find out what she's interested in. She likes fucking horror movies or suspense or whatever. Like, take her to a movie, hang out, go to a little cafe, get a coffee, like hang out, talk to her, get to know her, and then decide, where you want to take it from there. Maybe she wants to take it further. Maybe you do. Maybe neither one of you do. But you're not going to know if you sit back and say, I'm not good enough for this girl. Well, what happens when the next girl comes along? She may not be like this girl, but she may be, maybe she's perfect in a different way, and you may not think you're good enough for her. I mean, bottom line is, man, you gotta, kind of look at it like this. You're good enough as you for anyone. There's a train for every passenger and a passenger for every train, which means that there's definitely someone out there for you that likes you exactly how you are, and you may not be perfect, but you're perfect for that person. And this could be her. I mean, I've told Erin before, when I was younger, I would walk through the mall or whatever, when I was in my early 20s, if I wasn't dating anybody, and I would see a really attractive girl, and I would look at her and be like, shit, am I supposed to meet her? Is she supposed to be the one that I fall in love with? I didn't know. I didn't know how it worked. I knew there was someone out there, and it turned out to be Erin, but I knew there was someone out there in the world that was for me and fit and would just love me for me no matter what that meant. And there's somebody for you like that too, and it might be this girl. It might not. Don't get me wrong. It is a 50-50 shot. Well, I don't know what the odds are, but fuck it. It might be her. Why not? BioWestReeTraining@gmail.com. Leave comments down below, but don't fight. www.BioWestReeTraining.com is the blog. It's the go for it bicep, and we're out.